It wants some
Test.
storage facility down in. Diesel, gas, and everything else. And on a day like this, they'd be getting there out of the buildings. So much humidity inside here. Be static. Oh, yeah, they don't want anybody in there with any kind of infection.
All right, great.
Get this stuff to it.
One more.
And cell phone unloading. Gas. You don't feel it. No, I never know, but we spent that summer down there.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Get your attention, please. Wow, this is really loud. It's really loud. Welcome to the beautiful Farm and Food Expo Center. This is an amazing place. I'm really impressed. But my name is Michael Newmark. I'm the Administrative Law Judge for the Public Service Commission. So we're here to take what we call our public hearing session for the Porchlight Solar facility application. Like I said, I work for the Public Service Commission. It's the state agency that needs to review the application of Porchlight, and the commission has the authority to approve, modify, or reject the application. I don't make that decision. What I do is I run the hearings and I collect the information. And the people who make that decision are the commissioners who run the agency. We have 3 commissioners. And what they'll do is they'll look at all the information that I provide to them, and then based on that review, they'll vote in open meeting on all the issues that this case presents. And then once they've done that, made that decision in open meeting, a written order will be drafted and issued to reflect that the votes that they make. So part of the documentation that we're going to provide the commissioners to make their decision is going to be your comments. Some other information they're going to get, application documents, and all the documents we received yesterday from the applicant and commission staff. So that we took care of that part of the process yesterday with the expert testimony and exhibits, and there weren't any real questions at that hearing, but typically there's questions of the witnesses that we also hear at that hearing. So we made a transcript of that hearing, and the commissioners will read the transcript. Same thing today. If you want to speak a comment, we have a court reporter here, and that person will transcribe what you say. We'll put it together in the transcript, and I provide that transcript for the commissioners to review. There's other ways to comment. So if you don't want to speak today, or if you're watching the live stream and you don't want to do that today live, making your comment, you can also file a written comment. So what you need to do to file a written comment is go to either mail a comment to us or go to our website. There's a link where you can fill out comment form. And the details there, you probably can't see it too well in the room here, but it's on our notice of hearing, all the information about making a written comment. So that's an opportunity as well. If you're here today and you just don't want to speak, you can just fill out the form and hand it back to us. So we have commission staff. You met them at the table outside. They're the people you want to get these forms from and hand them back to. If you do want to speak today, process is simple. Just grab a form and fill out the top part, just your name and some information, kind of whatever you want to share about your personal information. And then check the box that says speak now, yes. Check that box and give it back to staff. They'll get me your form and bring it up to the table. And once I have your form, I'll call out your name. You'll come up to the top here. I'll swear you in, have a seat, and just give us your opinion on the case. So that's kind of that's what we're looking for, what people think, and getting the impression of the people who are going to be living near the project. Just one little point that you need to know is that it's not really an opportunity at this point to ask questions or have like a Q&A. We're not really doing a presentation about the project. That was done earlier, in prior meetings. So here, we just want to get your response. But if you do have questions that you have about the project, we do have the applicant here today and we have commission staff here. So if you have specific questions you want information for, feel free to ask them. And once you have that information, then you can give us your comment with that information in mind. So it's better to be more informed when you give your comment than less. So I'd recommend if you have questions, instead of coming, you can come up here and just say, I have a lot of questions and I don't feel like, I don't know, I don't know what to think about this. That's one way to comment, it's perfectly fine. Or you can have your questions answered and give us your opinion based on the answers you've received. It's up to you. Some other ground rules, I don't think we really need to deal with this, but please don't interrupt when people are commenting. We're transcribing what the person's saying, so we need to hear them. And it's everyone, we want to give everyone the chance to give their comment to the commission. And so just be respectful for everyone. Sure, that's probably not necessary to remind everyone here. But I've had hearings where I've had to do that. So I do appreciate it. Otherwise, I think we're good to go. We want to get started and get people on board. You'll see that got a lot of stuff going on here. We have connection to Zoom and we're live streaming on YouTube. There'll be a recording on YouTube on our hearings channel, the PSC's hearings channel on YouTube. We'll have a recording of this hearing. So we're on Zoom and we're taking comments from people on Zoom as well. So while you're speaking, I'm distracted by making sure everyone is connected and doing okay on Zoom. So I apologize if it looks like I'm not paying attention to you while you're making your comment. But I just have to deal with all this other stuff here. The important thing is that a court reporter is recording everything you say. So that's the people, once we have that comment collected by the court reporter, that's what the commissioners are going to read. So we want to make sure that happens correctly. Otherwise, we can get going and we're going to call, let's say I have 3 people or 4 people. 4 people so far signed up to speak in the room. And we can do a couple people from this list and then I'll switch to Zoom. We have 3 people connected. Some of them might be, I think 2 of them I recognize as connected with the applicant. So at least they won't be commenting, but we'll check in with Zoom, make sure we catch everyone who does want to comment. So let's start out with Ben Sawyer, one of you guys, and you'll be the guinea pig. So come up here, have a seat. You're probably used to this kind of stuff. Yeah. I just want to speak into the mic and I'm going to swear you in first. Okay. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? I do. Just give us your name, please. My name is Ben G. Sawyer. Just going to interrupt. Can everybody hear him? No? Yeah, this should be pretty loud. You want to just get up to the mic there? Okay, my name is Ben G. Sawyer. Better? Okay, great. Excellent. All right, go ahead, please. Okay. The biggest concern or thing that I've got going on is what's going to happen to everything after the 20-year lease is up, if they decide not to release the land and stuff. Are the people going to be able to do anything with the land after that, or is it going to be just sitting idle? So that is my biggest concern. Okay, thanks. So like I mentioned, if you do want a specific answer to that, the applicant's there. Yeah. And the rows over there. Garrett. And you've already, you know those guys. Yeah. And staff as well. So yeah, but you're concerned about that. You want the commission to know that people are thinking about that. Right. Okay, good. Yep. I get it. Thanks. Thank you. All right, so we'll take Gerald Fletcher next. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I do. All right. Give us your name, please.
Gerald Gregory Fletcher.
Go ahead.
I'm just here. I saw some comments on the internet last night, and I didn't realize that there was some negative feelings about this project. And I just kind of want to gather information so I'm knowledgeable as a taxpayer, as a citizen, what's going on, what people are having a fuss about, more about the project, just so I can increase my knowledge. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, thanks. So, let's go off the record for a second. So I'm just gonna talk to everyone, but thanks, yeah. I just wanted to make sure people know that we have a document repository online that deals with this case. And if you want, so if you're on the appearance slip, the top line is a link to that spot on our website, and there's a QR code to go right to it. So feel free to grab one of these slips on your way out. But that line, that link will get you to all the documents in this docket, including the public comments. So if you do want to review what people have filed and get, so you understand people's opinions, I would look to that and see. The comments, I kind of vet the comments, make sure that they are, related to the case, so it's not someone who misfiled a comment in another case. Make sure there's no profanity in the comment, and basically those are pretty much the parameters. And then I choose from the list what the commissioners will see, the comments that the commissioners will see. So as long as it's related to the case, no profanity, it's not totally off the wall, the commissioners will see the comment. In terms of whatever else is on the internet, commissioners are not gonna be looking at that. It's only the information I give them that they use to make the decision. So, just so you get that kind of basic scope of what we're doing. So if you look on the docket information, you'll see that'll be like, at least the documents I'll be choosing from will be what in terms of what the commission will see. But just because it's on the internet doesn't mean the commissioners will see it. Just stay familiar with that. So we have two people in the room. Let's just switch over to Zoom. So we have Andrew Pinkley. That person's not connected with the applicant. It is, okay, so all three of them are, yeah. Mike Ivy too, yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. All right, so we'll continue with people in the room. Looks like Jack Zwicky. More. Thanks. Sir, have a seat. Swear you in, do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
So help me God.
All right, give us your name and comment.
Jack Zwicky, I'm in Plainsfield, Wisconsin. My comments are that what is the danger of this? Somebody said it was polluting the ground. Well, what about all these treated posts they're putting in the ground? All the galvanized steel on the fence posts, which many of them are on this building, all the irrigation systems. I mean, what is it polluting? Somebody says, well, it pollutes when the glass breaks. It's glass, the cleanest substance we know. I don't know. Why can't they build them on a hill or in low ground where they can't farm? And why are we investigating something like this when we got windmills out in the ocean that are killing the fish and all the wildlife out there? I don't know. It seems funny to me that they're worried about broken glass and contaminating the ground. What are they using for mounting these things to the ground? I'm sure it's either steel or aluminum or something like that, but no more than a fence post. Overhead bridge on 39, there's over 100 pilings 60 foot deep to hold the bridge right through the water table and everything. But we're worried about contaminating with a piece of glass. If you can answer that, or if I gonna get an answer, or are they gonna ship me one, or?
Yeah, we're just taking your opinion right now, but it sounds
Okay.
like you're supporting the project, is that?
Well, I
Yeah,
support
yeah,
it, yeah,
mhm,
but
okay.
if it's got some detriment to our environment,
Hmm,
well, we should be worried about a lot of other things than environment.
okay.
Smoking causes cancer. Why do they still make cigarettes? So,
I agree.
okay, thank you very much.
Okay, great. So if you do want to talk to the applicant about it, they're over there in
Okay.
that room. Thanks.
Where are they?
There we go. So Robert Barden. And Can you guys just take the conversation outside? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And, alright, so swear you in, do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, give us your name and comment.
My name is Robert Barden. I guess I missed the meeting when we could ask questions or whatever. So, my main concern is, where is this power going? Is it gonna be locally or not? Or are we just shipping it down south to the big cities or not? I mean, you read that the last solar power system serviced so many houses. I can't say the number, but, and so is it gonna, these houses aren't here. We know that many houses aren't here, so where is this power going? So, and is it really gonna benefit the people locally, is what I'm concerned about, so.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks. Michael Nelson. And swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Speak to the mic, give us your name and comment.
Mike Nelson, I'm from Plainfield. I have concerns because no one has addressed anything in the paper or anything that I've had to find out things from the internet. And there are some things that I'd like to know about as far as the chemicals that are in these windows. Once, I've heard that once this is in the ground, it's there for like 75 years. And it's not like just broken glass, it's chemicals. The other things are the environment. I'm worried about the environment. Not just the animals, the deer, the birds, the water table. What happens? I never see a return on any of these things like this. Solar is just kind of, as far as I'm concerned, outdated when you could be using nuclear. Nuclear nowadays is so far advanced now. They've got little submarines that go all over the world. They've never had a problem. And they create a lot of power for a lot of people. The other thing is, I wish I had my sheet I wrote down. Basically, that's about it. As far as I'm concerned, I can't see ruining all this land for so many years. And then what happens to all this stuff? I mean, I can't imagine looking out over any land and seeing nothing but the solar panels. I moved up here to retire because it's beautiful up here. It's not gonna be so beautiful anymore. And I don't think we're ever gonna see a return. So that's about all I have to say.
Thanks. Janita Reedy. I was trying really hard. Figure if I said it really fast, it would probably be better, but it never works.
Could use my short name, but it's Genevieve.
Genevieve, oh yeah, I just get I know, I see that. Okay, so let me swear you in, swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
State your name, please.
My name is Genevieve Reeby.
There we go.
I am a local, I am Plainfield, I'm considered Hancock, but I'm close enough to Plainfield.
Okay.
But I also run a bit, my husband and I own a business called Reeby Spraying Service. And we do business in the Bancroft area. And we also have another location up here in Plover. Unfortunately, we have lost the battle with the Plover one. So I see this one coming up and our friends it's pretty much their airport is gonna be surrounded. And I don't want them to come up to the issues that we are having with these solar farms. One of the many concerns I have, also being a daughter of a farmer, that Frito-Lay has already sent out policies saying that any production that it was once, any potatoes that was once a solar field farm is no longer safe for human consumption. If that is the case, how long is it gonna take for it to be canners, safe for animals, and that's Frito-Lay. And one of the main biggest productions out here is potato chips. So this building, it has a room pretty much saying potato chips, Frito-Lay. And so with this poisoning the ground, I believe, it just opens the door for bigger industries like more like complexes, buildings, because it's not going to be safe for anything else. If it's not safe for humans to even just eat something from that ground, why is it going to be safe in the future after this lease is up, even if a guarantee is that a panel never breaks? It's still leaching heavy metals and stuff like that into the ground. And I also have seen many comments how people had solar farms built by them, like for example, with Homa, they have got an increase in their electric bill by 25% I've seen. And I believe it's probably just to offset the cost of these construction of these solar farms. And that's the other thing I also want to point out that, or I believe, I should say, that they say this creates jobs. It's only going to create jobs for the construction. It only needs a small team for maintenance. And I'll be honest, they're going to have the same issue as every other business out in this area, trying to find good employees. And also as a risk for the aviation side of things, the heat is going to create a dramatic updraft. And there's glares because we do service the fields around the surrounding area. Risk of our pods is a very big important thing. The safety of them is my most important thing. And remember, crop dusters, they're only like 20% make it to retirement. So their safety is my top concern, and this community and the people. And plus there's drainage ditch, there's trouts in those streams. There's an example downstairs showing how the water system works. I think it's just, if we have it for kids, it should be common knowledge. I don't think it's wrong for poisoning the land.
Okay, well, thanks.
Can you spell your last name?
Reedy, Romeo, Echo, Alpha, Bravo.
Is there an E at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. That's all the appearance slips I have. So if people do want to speak but haven't had a chance yet, let me know. You should fill out an appearance slip and get it to us. But we're going to, it's like 20 after 2. We can do is take about a 10-minute recess and give you an opportunity to think about whether you want to make a comment or maybe ask questions before. And so we'll reconvene at 2:30 and see if anyone else decided to make a comment at that point. Thanks.
gonna put this in just in case somebody comes up.
All right, just as everyone started talking again, let me interrupt. It's 2:30 now, so give a little bit more time for people to decide if they want to file a comment or make a comment. Does anyone want to speak now? No? All right, well, don't forget, we'll accept written comments. I actually didn't give you that deadline here yet. Written comments are due Monday, August 18th. So they can be filed on our website or mailed to us, but they need to be in the office by the 18th, so. Gotta work on getting those out quick. But we have been collecting those comments since July 1st. So we've had some time to do that. So I appreciate everyone joining us and participating and look forward to hearing from you if you do decide to file a comment. Otherwise, we will be back here at 6 p.m. doing the same thing with new comments from new people. Well, thanks very much. We're adjourned. Take care.
Yeah, I didn't realize.